Hello students. Today we are going to talk about articles. Children, do you know what is an article? An article is a word that modifies or tells us something more about a noun. Children, adjectives, they also do the same thing now. They describe the noun. Yeah? So, like adjectives, these articles, they also tell us something more about the noun. Do you know what do they tell us? They tell us whether the noun that we are talking about is specific or general. So, for example, if I say the boy, that means I'm talking about a particular boy. But if I say a bee, then it means that I'm not talking about any particular bee. I'm talking about any general bee. The same is the case with an apple. So children, by now it must be clear that we in this chapter, in this video, we are going to talk about the three articles a and the. These three articles are further divided into two types, definite and indefinite. Children, a and an are the indefinite articles because they talk about general things. Okay? And the is the definite article because it talks about specific or particular things. Now let's study about them. Children, a is used before the words beginning with consonant sound. So remember, always focus on the sound, not on the beginning letter. Okay? For example, a house. The house begins with a consonant sound h. Okay, that is why we have to say a house. Okay? A girl. So over here also girls starts with a consonant sound g. That is why we say a girl, a tree, a fight, a joke, etc. Children, a is used when we mean to talk about any one noun. That means if we want to talk about any singular noun, then we say a. A girl helped me. Okay, it means that one girl helped me. If I'm talking about any plural, then it is not possible to use a before that. If I say a girls, then it would be wrong. Okay, so if I want to say one girl, then I can say a girl. Now children, we use a when we want to talk about jobs. Jobs like teacher, doctor, barber, tailor, etc. Okay? For example, I am a teacher. Okay? So teacher is a job. Teaching, it's her profession. So teacher, I am a teacher. A is used to talk about some quantities also. For example, a few, a little, etc. We use a when we want to talk about anything for the first time. If we are referring to something for the first time, then we say a. Okay, for example, there is a pencil in my box. Okay, that means I'm talking about that pencil for the first time. That is why I am saying a pencil. Remember, if I want to talk about the same pencil for the second time, then I will use the article the. I will say The pencil in my box is blunt. Okay, so when I'm talking about that pencil for the first time, I will say a pencil. But when I'm talking about the same pencil again, then I will say the pencil. Understood? Now, always focus on the sound. I told you earlier also that whenever you are using articles, then always focus on the sounds. Because at times the words begin with a vowel letter, but the sound is consonant. For example, a European country. Over here, the word European begins with a vowel letter E. I hope you all remember the vowel letters A, E, I, O, U. So, European begins with E, but the sound is consonant. Okay, whenever we pronounce this word, we say a European. So we can clearly hear the sound of U. That is a consonant sound. So we say a European country. Now look at the next example. A one-eyed dog. Over here, the spelling of one is O-N-E, one. Again, it is starting with a vowel letter, but the sound is consonant, one, v. Okay, so we are using a before one. Look at the next example. A 1 rupee coin. A European. A user-friendly machine. User, it starts with U, but the sound is Y-O-U-U. That Y sound is coming. A user-friendly machine. You must have also heard that sentence, the cow is a useful animal. So, a useful, because although its spelling starts with U, Y, but its sound is Y, useful. That is why. A uniform shop, a university. I hope you will remember them because such words are always tested in the exams. Okay? Now let's move on to the use of an. Children, an is used before the words that begin with a vowel sound. Again, remember, vowel sound, not the vowel letter. Okay, for example, an apple, an umbrella, an eraser, etc. Again, focus on the vowel sound because at times the letters, the words, they start with a consonant letter but the pronunciation begins with a vowel sound. Okay, for example, an R. Over here, the H is silent, so the pronunciation is R. It's a vowel sound. Next, an honest man. Over here also H is silent. Honest man. We never say honest man. That is a wrong pronunciation. Children, the next one is an 80 years old man. Over here, the number 80, 80. When we pronounce that number, we say A, 80. So again, a vowel sound is there. Now let's move on to the use of the. Children, when a singular noun represents the whole class, okay, when we are talking about any one person or one animal, but we are not exactly talking about one person, we are talking about the whole class, the whole species, then we use the before that singular noun. For example, the camel is a beast of burden. Over here, the singular noun camel is used to talk about all the camels. Okay, the second example could be the cow is a useful animal. Over here, I'm saying the cow. Okay, the cow. Cow is singular over here, but I'm not talking about any one cow. Okay, I want to say that all the cows in this world, all of them are useful. That is why the cow is a useful animal. Okay, so if a singular noun represents the whole class, then use the before it. When speaking of some particular noun, then we use the. For example, the boy wearing a red shirt is my brother. Over here, I am talking about that particular boy who is wearing a red shirt. That particular boy is my brother. Okay. Or another example can be, please give me the pencil that I gave you. Over here, I don't want any pencil. I want that particular pencil that I gave you. Okay. So when we are talking about some particular noun, always use the. Use the when we talk about anything for the second time in any sentence. We have already discussed this rule when we were talking about use of a. I hope you remember. Now look at the example. Ram bought a shirt. He likes the shirt very much. So children, when we were talking about the shirt for the first time, we said a shirt, but in the second part of the sentence, when we are referring to the same shirt, we are using the shirt. Okay, so remember, for the first time a, second time the. The is used to talk about unique things. Unique things means that they are one of their kind only. There is nothing or not another kind like them. For example, the sun, the stars, the universe, etc. Okay, the is also used, children, when we are talking about superlative degrees. I hope you remember the 3 degrees of adjectives. Remember, tall, taller, tallest. Okay, so tall is the positive one, taller is the comparative degree, and tallest is the superlative degree. So when you are talking about this superlative degree, the 3rd degree, then always use the before this degree. Okay, look at the examples. The tallest. Ram is the tallest boy of our class. The smartest. The most talkative. Understood, children? Now, children, if you are talking about water bodies, if I say water bodies, that means I'm talking about all the rivers, the oceans and seas, etc. Okay? So, if you are talking about water bodies, then use the with their names. For example, the Indian Ocean, the Ganga, the Red Sea, the Brahmaputra, etc. Okay, children, when you are talking about newspapers, then use the with their names. For example, the Tribune, the Hindustan Times. And if you are talking about holy books, then use the with their names. For example, the Ramayana, the Bible, the Quran, etc. Use the, children, with the names of historical monuments. For example, the Red Fort, the Taj Mahal, etc. And when you are taking the names of directions, then also use the before their names. For example, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Over here, east and west are the names of two directions. That is why we are saying the east and the west. Children, if you are writing the name of any country, then we never use any article before the name of that country. Okay? You never say the India. I live in the India. No, wrong. So if you are talking about the name of any country, you never use any article. But if their names are plural, for example, Maldives, Philippines. Okay, so if their names are plurals, or they have the words like states or kingdom in their name, then we use the before them. Look at the examples. The United States of America. Okay, focus on the word states. If states is there in their name, then you have to use the. The next example is the United Kingdom, the Maldives, the Philippines, etc. Children, when we are talking about double comparatives, then we use the with those double comparatives. For example, the more the merrier. The more you earn, the more you spend. The more you travel, the more you learn. So in these three examples, we are using double comparatives. Okay, so we use the before them. Children, we never use any articles with the name of any language. Okay, if you are talking about any language, we never use any article before its name. For example, we never say I can speak the English. Okay, I know the Punjabi. No, we never say like that. Okay, but we use the when we talk about the people of any country. So if we talk about the language of any country, no article is used. But if we talk about the people of any country, then we use the before its name. For example, the French speak French. Over here, I have used the word French 2 times. The first French is the people of France. That is why I am saying the French, because I am talking about the French people. But the second French is the language of France. That is why no article is used in this sentence in front of the second French. The same example can be the English speak English. So children, with this we come to the end of our video. So children, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.